Now, First Alert 6 weather. Now, First Alert 6 weather.
All right, well, good afternoon, everyone. Meteorologist Bo Fogle here, cutting into our YouTube channel and our 24/7 channel, giving you the latest updates on, of course, the big topic, the First Alert 6 weather day for tomorrow, as we have the potential of seeing 2 rounds of severe weather, one Friday morning and then one late afternoon into the early evening hours. And so, got some things to talk about, but not a whole lot has changed in terms of the forecast. We're still expecting those rounds of thunderstorms for tomorrow. So, go ahead and dive right into it and try not to waste too much of your time and or take up too much of your time. And so let's go ahead and dive right into what the forecast is looking like for tomorrow. So dive right in. Here we go. Ooh, okay. For some reason this is not coming up. Hold on one second. Here we go. We're going to do this. There we go. Alrighty, so we got the First Alert 6 weather day for tomorrow, still expected because of the 2 rounds of potential severe weather in the area where we could see hail, damaging winds, the first round, and then the second round is the bigger threat where we could see a few tornadoes in the area. The best chance looks to still be between about 3 p.m. through about 8 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. So this comes as no surprise why Friday is a First Alert 6 weather day, and so we're going to show you the updated severe risk for tomorrow. So this is the first round. We still have a marginal risk or a level 1 risk over the area for tomorrow, which means that an isolated thunderstorm or 2 could become strong and produce small hail and damaging winds. That's what a marginal risk means, where a thunderstorm or 2 could produce some hail, damaging winds, and heavy downpours. Everybody has a chance of seeing it. Not everybody will see the thunderstorms, but some communities have a chance of seeing it. Or everybody has a chance of seeing it, but a few communities might get impacted by these thunderstorms. And then the second round, this is the bigger threat. This one coming in between about 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. tomorrow. This is the one we're definitely keeping an eye on, where we could see large hail, damaging winds, and a few tornadoes. We have been issued a level 2, which means that an isolated storm or 2 could produce some hail, damaging winds, and that tornadic activity. But further south, where you see the orange color, that's a scattered chance. So several thunderstorms could produce hail, damaging winds, and a few tornadoes. So the main threat is still looking to be to the south of us, but we still have that possibility that a few thunderstorms could become severe in our area. So I'll show you the hour by hour of tomorrow. So here is what we're expecting. Cloud cover will increase tonight around 10 o'clock or so. We'll start seeing isolated to scattered thunderstorms develop west of the metro, and they'll move eastward. I pushed the wrong button. Sorry about that. Hold on one second. This thing's really picky. All right, let's try this again, folks. All right, so we're going to see showers and thunderstorms develop west of the metro starting around 10 o'clock tonight. And then as we get closer to midnight, some of these thunderstorms are going to start really ramping up. And so we could see a couple of thunderstorms become severe this evening. It's going to be like 1 or 2 thunderstorms that could become strong to severe tonight. So that's what it means by the marginal risk, where a thunderstorm or 2 could become severe with hail and maybe damaging winds. But the majority of these thunderstorms look to be just regular storms. And it's going to be scattered. So some areas will get storms, some areas may not get anything. And that's going to be the trend after midnight. From midnight through about the morning commute, expect scattered thunderstorms over the area, and a few of those could become strong to severe. So I will give yourself some extra time tomorrow morning just in case you're going to get get impacted by thunderstorms. By mid-morning, the first round should wrap up, and we'll still see light showers here and there, maybe even some brief clearing in the day before the second round really ramps up by 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So when people are beginning to leave work or school, that's when we're going to start really seeing the second round ramp up. It's still looking like the focus of the strongest storms is southeast of the metro near the Iowa, Missouri, and Nebraska border. That area, so Rockport, Maryville, Shenandoah, Nebraska City, Falls City, maybe even Red Elk. You guys have the best chance of seeing the strongest thunderstorms out of the viewing area, and that's the area we're keeping an eye on for the tornadic activity. That's the best. That area is something we're keeping an eye on for sure. But the metro still could see a thunderstorm or two that could become tornadic between 3 and 8 p.m. tomorrow. And then after 8 p.m., we'll see another line of showers, maybe a thunderstorm develop, but I think it's going to lose a lot of energy and it's not going to be strong. So again, but after 10 o'clock, it looks like the system wraps up. So again, between 3 and 8 p.m. is the best chance where we could see large hail, damaging winds, and tornadic activity for the area. So this is looking at the first round. This is the wind risk for tonight into tomorrow morning. You see that it's mainly south of I-80 and south of the metro. For this first round, it looks like hail is going to be the biggest threat. Everybody has a chance of seeing hail tonight into tomorrow morning. So everybody has a chance. I'm not saying everybody will see it, just everybody has a chance of seeing it. And then looking at the bigger risk Friday afternoon to the evening, you see that the biggest risk is still looking to be large hail up to golf ball size hail. And then winds is the second biggest risk, where we could see winds between 60 to 70 miles per hour. And then you see the tornadic activity. We have a low chance, but it is a chance. The bigger risk is looking to be southeast of the metro. So Shenandoah, Falls City, Rockport, Maryville, you guys have the best chance of seeing tornadoes. Now, again, that doesn't mean the metro will not see one. There is still a chance, but it's not as good of a chance compared to the southeast. So I just want to reiterate that. Just because the Omaha has a low risk of tornadoes doesn't mean we're out of the woods. We still have a chance of seeing it. So again, with these storms, the biggest threat looks to be damaging winds and large hail, reaching up to about golf ball size hail. And then the tornado risk between about 3 to 8 p.m. tomorrow, especially east and southeast of the area. So yeah, this is something, of course, we're going to be tracking. Me and Senior Chief Meteorologist Rusty Lord will be covering the morning round of severe weather, and then Chief Meteorologist Emily Roller and Meteorologist Jade Steffens will be tracking the second round coming in late afternoon into the early evening hours. With the potential for downpours, there is a possibility we could see some minor flooding in the area. You notice that it's going to be hit or miss with these thunderstorms, where some areas, like you see in York, maybe even Columbus, won't get hardly anything, but then you come closer to Omaha, you could see a little bit more, and then southwest Iowa could definitely see a lot of rain. So again, this is going to be hit or miss. You could live in a community where it hardly rains, while another community could get a lot of rain. So this is why we call it a scattered chance of thunderstorms. Now, once we're done with this round of severe weather, this weekend is looking very pleasant. Saturday and Sunday look to be mostly sunny with temperatures in the 50s and 70s. So we'll have time to recover from these thunderstorms before the next round of rain comes in by next week. Hopefully, these thunderstorms don't cause any damage, but, we want people to be prepared and be aware that we could see huge impacts in our area from these thunderstorms. So Saturday, Sunday, and Monday will be very pleasant. Sunshine, temperatures in the 50s and 70s. Very comfortable weekend ahead. It will be a little windy on Sunday, though. Winds could gust up to about 30 to 40 miles per hour. So yes, it's going to be very pleasant, but it is going to be windy. So going to have to unfortunately deal with the winds if you're planning on doing anything outdoors. And then our next chance of rain comes in next Tuesday, potentially lingering into part of Wednesday. It looks like, though, temperatures are going to cool down a little bit back to the 40s and 50s by midweek next week through the rest of the weekend. And I do want to remind you, we don't have the icon up, so we need to put that in. But this Sunday, we are going to have to turn our clocks forward So we're going to have to lose an hour's sleep Saturday night to Sunday morning, which is going to be really fun for me when I cover the weekend shows. But yes, we're going to lose an hour's sleep Saturday night to Sunday morning, but at least we'll see an extra hour of sunlight. So just the positive news. So you're going to lose an hour of sleep Saturday night and Sunday, but we'll see more sunshine. But yes, next week it's going to be a roller coaster with temperatures as we go from the 70s to start the week and then 50s down to finish it. So again, we will continue on tracking these strong thunderstorms that will be coming in. Oh, wrong one. There we go. We'll continue on tracking these thunderstorms coming in. We'll give you the latest updates, any breaking news in terms of potential damage and stuff like that. So we have a full team here prepared to deal with this first chance of severe weather of the spring 2026 season. So very exciting stuff. At least we have no snow in the forecast, so there's a positive end. Half glass half full kind of situation. We have no snow chances in the near future, so thank goodness. So, well, of course, I'm going to get off here so I can continue on tracking these potential for severe weather. And, of course, make sure you stay up to date on the forecast over the next several hours.